Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's a lovely Sunday morning. It is the perfect weather for being out, going for a walk. Serene, no rain, not a whole lot of traffic, foot traffic or otherwise. So glad to be out here enjoying this. Now, there's something that I wanted to talk about. Actually, there's plenty of stuff I want to talk about, but this thing has sort of, I don't want to say hijacked, but has moved to the forefront rather unexpectedly. Just in the past couple of weeks, just there's been a lot of just had a lot of interactions with people regarding such, and that's regarding vegetarianism and or veganism, or I don't, if that's what that's called. Before I say anything else, I want to be very clear on what the theme of this video is and what the takeaway message should be. Do your research. If you remember nothing else from this video, do your research. And that Ray looks a lot better with his face shaved instead of all that scraggly salt and pepper bullshit that he had going on. Do your research. All right, so I am a fitness professional. That is what I do. There's times where us personal trainers and or group fitness instructors are referred to as health and fitness professionals. They get kind of grouped there because really, if you're in fitness, you have to have some knowledge of health. And what is health? What is health? What is fitness? Fitness is your body's capacity to do work. That's fitness. It's a physical thing, your body's capacity to do work. Health is your body being free from disease. These basic term. So one is more physical, the other one's more biological, internal, whatever. I am a fitness professional. I am not a health professional. I know about health. I know enough about it as it pertains to fitness. So anything that I say from here on out, as it pertains to diet, as it pertains to lifestyle, as it pertains to being vegan or vegetarian or whatever, that's relative to my expertise on fitness and fitness only. For anything else, you should talk to your doctor or a registered dietitian. All right. So yeah, vegan vegetarianism, is it good for you? Is it bad for you? I'll say this, from a fitness perspective, there are no advantages to being vegan or vegetarian as compared to being not that, as compared to being an omnivore or what have you. If anything, it can make certain fitness goals that you have more challenging to accomplish. Not impossible, but more challenging. And you will need to be more cognizant and knowledgeable of your fuel ratios and quantities. And by fuel, I mean your fats, your proteins, and your carbs, all of which are good for you. It's the quantity. It's everything in moderation, right? Fats are good, proteins are good, carbs are good. It's about the quantity. If too much of any of those turns to fat. Whole other video. But proteins, carbs, and fats are good for you. They are fuels. Now, if you become vegan or vegetarian, you will most likely not be taking in protein nearly as easily as you would if you had, if you were omnivore, if you were getting your fuel from anywhere. So you would have to, assuming, like let's say you're trying to build muscle or get ready for a race or a Tough Mudder or whatever, and let's say there is a certain level of muscle function and muscle strength that you need in order to accomplish those things, right? You're going to have to be very, 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 very super mindful about stretching right now. Super mindful about how much protein you get in and where you're getting from. I would definitely recommend talking to a doctor, talking to a registered dietitian, and not a nutritionist. No disrespect to my nutritionist colleagues out there, but a nutritionist and a registered dietitian are not the same thing. Anybody can be a nutritionist. You can go online and anybody can be a nutritionist. A nutritionist is just somebody that knows about nutrition, who's qualified to talk about nutrition. A registered dietitian is someone who can give you advice about your specific diet, your specific dietary requirements, your specific needs. All right, this is drifting away from the whole vegan vegetarian thing, but that's because vegetarianism, that is more than just a dietary choice. This is a lifestyle choice, okay? This is a lifestyle choice, and you need to do more research than simply, than whatever email your old college buddy forwarded you, whatever, documentary on Netflix you saw or whatever. Do not get your lifestyle and health advice from like memes and websites, unless you're, again, do your research. If you're gonna go online and you're gonna get advice from online, then you gotta go to a bunch of different unbiased websites. So you can't go to Purdue.com for advice on, for unbiased advice on becoming vegan or vegetarian, any more so than you can go to like meatloversarethe devil.com for unbiased, advice on diet and stuff. But you may say, well, Ray, the doctors, they're part of the system. Aren't they biased too? Don't they have an agenda? They can, because unfortunately, yeah, the medical industry is still an industry. We wish that it was less so like this, but it is what it is. That being said, doctors that have agendas or biases tend to have them as it pertains to medicines that they prescribe, as it pertains to types of treatment and or quantity of treatment, but there's no bias in, say, the science and facts of how your body works, which most of them should be in agreement on. So you don't want to, if you don't want to go to your doctor and say, should I be vegan or vegetarian? Because then you run the risk of that person's personal biases. Whatever. Some of them might say, well, I'm not authorized or qualified to blah, 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 blah. But you can ask them about known benefits, about known pros and cons. You may ask them, hey, is there anything in my medical profile that you think would be a hindrance as it pertains to me joining or becoming vegan or vegetarian? As a piece of chicken flies out of my mouth, there's certain questions that you have to ask that can get you more specific, unbiased information that you can then make a more qualified and informed decision. All right, and please don't let it be from an email you received or a meme. And I've got some friends that I've got some friends online and in person who have chosen to be vegan or vegetarian, and I am not speaking necessarily to or about you. I'm speaking to or about other people whom you may perhaps unknowingly influence, or just people that may decide, hey, this is a good idea for me. So it's not necessarily about you, but if it pertains, hey. All right, so this video I knew it was going to be longer than what I intended. So veganism, vegetarianism, from a fitness standpoint, has no advantages over being an omnivore. From a health perspective, it can, but, and this is the important thing, let me get perched right here. No diet is inherently healthy or unhealthy, or should I say the ingredients. If you're getting your proteins, carbs, and fats aren't inherently bad or good. It's how you present and or prepare them. So chicken in and of itself isn't bad, but fried chicken is. Potatoes aren't bad. French fries are. Broccoli isn't bad, but fried broccoli with like cheese and butter and, right? It's how you prepare the stuff. And so that being said, no disrespect, I'm not trying to fat shame anybody. I try to be very body positive, but I know way too many overweight vegetarians, and I know way too many just unhealthy looking vegans. So for me, that's not indicative of vegetarianism or veganism being bad. It's indicative of those persons not having done their research, and not having gotten the facts relative to their health and fitness profile. But yeah, like I know people that are vegetarian who eat like rice and veggies that's like soaked in oil, and then they're washing it down with like, you know, an extra large Diet Coke or a margarita. So like if you're doing this for health reasons, you got to be all in. Like, you know, and for fitness, again, get the fuels that you need to accomplish the goals that you want. Do your research. Talk to your doctor, talk to a doctor, talk to a registered dietitian. If not that, go online. Spend like days, weeks, months. This is your health. All right. And like I said, it's not just a dietary change. This is a lifestyle change. This is going to greatly and grossly affect your capacity to function. You know, do your research. Just do your research. There's a lot more to say, and this video is already approaching 20 minutes. So I'm gonna stop it. I'm gonna stop it here. Gonna stop it here. But again, if nothing else, do your research. If you have any questions about anything that I said, if you want to correct me or check me or whatever, you know, leave it in the comments of whichever medium you're seeing this video in. Feel free to subscribe to my channel, Ray Reese Fitness on YouTube. And no matter what, I want you to be happy, healthy, and have functionality. So enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.